Three beverages you need if your goal is to tone up, gain that energy back, and improve your overall quality of life in Walmart. If you're someone like me who struggles to get an average, consistent protein intake in and you don't have any idea how to go about it, one of the few things that I go to when I'm in this general area is finding options like this. Although I'm more of a vanilla kind of guy, so it would have to be vanilla instead of chocolate. Though, fit 25 grams of protein, 170 calories is literally inside this drink. So if you struggle to have a consistent intake in, it's easy ways you can go about it to meet the intake in a day-to-day, so you're able to tone up consistently, build muscle all together, and really just get to where you want to be. I think most guys have the common struggle of not getting a consistent protein intake in, and because of that, they're consuming more carbs or either more fats in their day, and it makes it a lot more harder to actually stay consistent to the weight loss goal and be relaxed and be at ease with it. So I like to find ways I can go about the process, find things that I can consume that are generally high protein, that are generally at a consistent intake that will allow me to get to my goal, and doing so with ease. Making the goal and making it as easily as possible to the point where you don't have to overthink anything. That's the biggest struggle I think most guys actually face when they're on a fitness endeavor to lose weight, tone up, and really just improve the overall quality of life imaginable. And it's things like that that I look into that makes the goal a lot more easily, a lot more readily able to accomplish. It makes the goal much less tasking, much less bearable, and it gets me to my goal in a reliable period of time. Again, the first one was that protein drink, which is in 25 grams of protein in one serving. That's typically my normal go-to if I'm short on my daily intake. And the second drink is going to be this right here, which is my second favorite. Again, it's unsweetened, the pure leaf tea, and it's only brewed black tea and citric acid in it. Those are the only two ingredients that is really made to give this drink the actual taste that it normally gets. I typically stay away from drinks like the same brand, but that typically includes sweet tea. I personally find that the additives or the added sugars make it a lot more harder for your body to actually lose weight and do it the right way. So I like to go for options like unsweetened pure leaf tea, which is the best option in my opinion next to the protein drink that I personally go to. If there are times I don't like to drink water, or I'm normally just at the point where I'm not even feeling water, then I'll find other beverages or other things that I can go to in my life that make the goal fairly easy to accomplish while not pushing me too far or deviating me far off from my goal. So I'm kind of in the main, well, not the main section, but it's kind of an additional additive section in the store. Though it's things that I go to that I have a preference in that I will normally look at to see what can I do to make my weight loss goal a lot more easier to accomplish. You can accomplish your goal by drinking the diet options, although I'm not really too fond of them, but you can normally accomplish your goal as long as you stay within moderation and just be openly minded and aware of what you're consuming on a regular basis. I think that relatively is important because most guys who are on a journey to lose weight and who are relatively skinny fat tend to not have an understanding of macronutrient distribution and how much of something they should normally consume in a regulated manner to actually get them to lose weight, and do it in a way where they're not overthinking the process and where it becomes relatively at ease to accomplish. If the weight loss goal, if you have to overthink the process in losing weight, you gotta overthink it. There's no clarity, there's no definition or understanding. I mean, it makes it a lot more frustrating to actually want to stay committed towards something, and in doing so, I mean, it's not really a good recipe for success or to actually see change in where you are now, likely to where you want to be. So those are a few drinks that I go to: unsweetened pure leaf tea and zero sugar muscle milk. I'm not gonna lie, the zero sugar one is literally bland. If you can tolerate it, cool. It's not for most guys because there's literally no taste in it, which is why I personally think it's the best option. Zero calorie options or zero sugar options are typically going to be your best bet in terms of weight loss. I don't really drink Gatorade as often, though I don't have any like personal qualms or like preferences about it. I don't have any bad things about it. I think it's a great beverage to go to, although it's not going to be in my third list of options that I'm going to choose if water is not an option. So I'm in this added section. I don't see the mineral water, which I think is a great option for weight loss. So I'm going to go and find that option in the other section and check it out. For preferences, I don't really have a particular option. If I do, I'm in the island water is a beverage I'm not looking to actually consume or just regulate or even just get in. San Pellegrinos is going to be another option that I'm going to typically go for or vibe by simply because I know exactly what's in the beverage and there's few ingredients. And it's also an alternative in case I'm literally not feeling water on a given day to day. Those are three things that I look at in terms of weight loss or in terms of toning up, or really just improving your overall quality of life. Finding things that are relatively, that you can relatively go to, you don't have to overly overthink. There really are a multitude of options you can choose from. I used to be an iced tea addict when I was a lot younger because it was one of those beverages that was commonly in my area. Though I don't really frequent them anymore as much as I used to, simply because there are better options that are out there. So I think when you can really just be more mindful of what options to go for when you are on the go, it makes it a lot more easier to stay committed in the process, and it makes it a lot more easier to just make the best options. I think when it becomes a habit, when you can consistently make the right options on an effortless and a regular basis, I mean, it gets easy when you can get to the point where you know what things to pick up so you can accomplish your weight loss goal and you're not really overthinking the process. And I think a lot of guys overthink the process because of all the options that are out here, as you see here. Extra sweet tea, same brand I was telling you about. There's unsweetened here, like I was telling you, which is the best option to go to. Then again, you have sweet tea, and there's literally the same brand of everything, and most people will go for the brand that tends to taste the best. And necessarily, when you go for the brand that tends to taste the best, it's not the best option for weight loss. So when you're shopping on the go, you want to find the options that you can choose, select to that's going to help you the most in your weight loss journey, not hinder you. And the beverages like the extra sweet tea, like it says here, if you look at the back of the contents, it shows 129% added sugars, and that's something you want to avoid. Whereas this is the best option for weight loss, and if you stick towards that and don't get so reliant on the fact that it doesn't taste right, then I think it's going to help you commit and stick to your weight loss goal a lot more easier than if you were to just go about the process and choose something else, which isn't going to be the best bet. Same thing with Snapple here, right? I would go for the option that would say unsweetened. A lot of these are typically from concentrate, though you want to find the options that are going to be low in added sugars, low in calorie, and you want to really just keep it at that, because if you can just continue to do that and not rely so much on water, if that is something you don't have a positive note for, then there are many options you can go to. I find that going for options that are unsweetened tends to have the most impact, especially if you're trying to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, and do it in the way where you're not really overthinking anything. The last thing you want to do is like overthink the process, and I think that itself is what leads most individuals, especially if you have more fat than you do so muscle, makes it harder for you to actually keep it off and do it in a way where it's sustainable, where it becomes effortless, and to actually accomplish the goal. If that is something you're looking to do, go and comment list below, and I'll send you a list of items or beverages that I go to that I find to be the most helpful, that have helped me accomplish my goal, toning up, losing weight, etc. But look, if you are looking to achieve your overall quality of life imaginable, increase your energy levels, find healthy alternatives on the go, or when you're going grocery shopping, then go and subscribe to this page below, as that is going to be where you are going to get relative information on how you can accomplish the goal, and do it in a way where you're not giving up your favorite foods, giving up your favorite beverages, and doing it in a way where the whole process is easy to follow. You don't have to overthink anything. That concludes today's YouTube video on the 3 beverages that I have and drink in my life to eliminate cravings and get me to a calorie deficit. Follow, subscribe for more reels just like this to get you to your weight loss goal.